It used to be, you had to, if you wanted a video, you had to hire this guy and hire this guy, and you had to put them all together and get a coordinator to orchestrate the whole thing. Those days are gone. It's a level playing field. You can video, you can photo, you can AI it, you can write the program, blink of an eye, and make whatever you want. You can make a corporation off of just practically speaking it.
You can. The question is how many people do. Right at the end of the day, there's a mindset and a desire that seem to go hand in hand with people who actually build stuff, make stuff, do stuff, don't rely on stuff, don't buy stuff. There's something there that I think we're trying to somehow quantify or capture or call out, because I think there's a value in the skills behind that mindset that I'd like to see more people have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is the skills. You have to have skills. Like even with AI, if you don't know the proper language, it takes you much longer to get there. Like photo like writing code. There's certain languages that you would use, and you have to tell the AI, write this code in C++, or whatever. And so it's not just the skills, it's also being educated in that field. Like, for instance, a piece of wood, if you want to make it smooth, if it was a rough piece of wood, you would use a planer. Most people don't know what a planer is, or they know what a sander is, but another level of that is planing it down so that you can make it smooth, and then you sand it. And skills are very important. Language inside that skill is very important, and it takes a little dedication to get there. But the thing is that all that information and all the skills that you need are available to you now, much more than it has been ever in the history of the world, of mankind. And
Yep.
I think we'll get there. I really do. I think people will start branching out and teaching themselves new skills and new languages and new adapting to their needs and whatever they're trying to accomplish. I think there's a lot of talk about this age of intellect, and this age of building things, and this age of blossoming and moving forward, and the country, productivity has gone up, and it's because of all the resources that we have at our fingertips, I think, anyway. And so I think productivity is going to continue to, especially with robots, it's going to continue to increase. And there's a lot of speculation that people won't have jobs because the jobs will be already being done by robots, and the productivity will still be there, but the people will have a lot more free time. And I think that free time is essential to focus on now, so that free time is taken up into something like learning new skills and learning how to do something that you wouldn't have normally have done had you not had that freedom because of the AI, or because of the robots, or because of this or that.
So I'm going to push back on you a little bit, because I think that I was going to say, I think that we're not. I think that back to the 80-20 rule, 20% of the people will do exactly what you said, and they'll grow and they'll figure out how to use new things and they'll develop new things and they'll make new things. But 80% of the people don't have the mindset to even start down that path, right? And so building those skills you talked about requires you to ask the question, I made this chair. Why is it so rough? Well, I need to use a sander, or I need to use a planer. And you learn by doing and failing. And the problem we have right now is that's a mindset so many people don't have, is they don't want to fail, so they don't even try. Or they don't want to do it because it's going to be hard. Or I don't want to, it just doesn't feel good. And so I think the 20% of the people will develop more and we'll get the productivity out of them. But the other 80%, they're going to sit and they're going to wait for the next Game of Thrones binge watching marathon. They're going to wait for, the next
Yeah.
whatever cheap alcohol or other stimulant we come up with to make them happy. They're, and that wealth you talk about that comes from that productivity is not being distributed amongst everyone. It's going to certain people who are building those things, and everyone else is going to get the dregs. And what does that mean for how they're going to enjoy their life, how they're going to live their life? So if they're of a mindset already to learn, they're on the fast track to doing well in the future. Everyone else,
Right.
sorry to say, unless they're going to learn the hard way that they have to pick up these skills. They have to pick up this mindset.
You're talking to the king of procrastination. And yeah, I know how not to do stuff much better than I know how to do stuff, and I know how to do a lot.
And I'm
But
sure you justify all of it very well in your head.
oh, yes, I have a laundry list of things that need to get done immediately, and I'm good. I'm real good at like finding a reason not to. But within there is a little jewel of doing it, and uh, I guess you have to realize that you don't do stuff in order to do stuff, because you have to tell yourself, do it now. I constantly have things that I need to do, like laundry, for example, and I have to tell myself, do it now. Don't wait, do it now. And that's how I get things done. Because if I didn't have that little voice inside of me, you're right. I'd grab a beer, a Corona, pop the top, go down to the beach, and just sit there and get in the sun.
Well,
But
and you could have a number of reasons why you do things, right? I mean, some of them is I want to make more money, I want a better job, I want to provide for my family. For someone like me, it's more like I just want to learn more stuff. I like knowing more stuff. I feel empowered the more I know. I mean, we all have different things that drive us to go do and learn.